Welcome to my Witcher 3 playthrough. I thought, what game should I play for the first time on YouTube? And initially, I thought maybe Red Dead Redemption 2 might be the go, considering I've already played Witcher 3. However, I've decided to play through this game again. I'm playing in New Game Plus mode on Deathmatch difficulty. Basically, just as to pay homage to one of the best games I've played ever. So let's get started. When you play New Game Plus, at the start, it will skip through a lot of the initial introduction. So let's use that one to start.
You know I don't find that amusing.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So, later then.
See you later.
Okay, let's find the key, which we know is just over here.
Lilac and gooseberries, of course.
Geralt, stop fingering my toiletries.
Got any clothes that aren't black or white?
Undergarments.
Nothing but silver.
Gold clashes with my complexion. You should know that.
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
Shit. Mountain Pass is beautiful as ever. old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course. Guess she prefers practice to theory.
What?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike. You're not in a circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Better not. Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
You!
Exactly. So you'd best behave. Come on. We'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Not this time. Believe me, you don't want to keep Vesemir waiting.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
So you did the reading. Why not admit it right off?
Never pounce on an advantage as soon as it appears. Wait till it stands to have maximum effect. Uncle Vesemir's words.
Well, you're a quick study. Quick, but mischievous. Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword. What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
Let's skip straight to free training. No point going over the basics again.
So this is where New Game Plus mode just automatically ports you forward back to current day.
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. The Wild Hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
That's the problem. It was more. In the past, when Ciri'd appear in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
Be dawning soon. Time to go.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. Oh, how about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
That's private. Very private.
Aha, I understand. At least I think I do. Maybe not entirely, but perhaps that's for the best.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh, but it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it. Ghouls.
Armies pass, necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
Red skull and black crystal. Why do I think this is Yen's?
Bandits calling themselves Temeria's soldiers are hiding in the nearby woods. They have been declared outlaws and are a threat to the Emperor's subjects. Assisting or sheltering them in any way will be similarly punished to the fullest extent permitted by Imperial law. On behalf of the Emperor of Nilfgaard, Captain Peter Say Winleave. Interesting. Well, let's follow Vesemir.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No, really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
War's not exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders, as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. That's what keeps us going.
Whoa there, Roach. Take it easy.
We going? Help me! Help!
How's it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Must be one of Ringo Starr's relatives.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
Could always use a few crowns.
Thing is, I've a meager purse at the moment. Nilfgaardians requisitioned my goods. Now this. Here.
Back to the trail?
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there?
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Ah, beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go. So, a griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In a forest to the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
Down sits in the old oak tree, grew inside
about
a devilish bee.
Lad went missing one day.
Think
so
those
Dad
plums
had
are wreaking
to
havoc on my gut.
Started poking him, asking. Then he started twisting and... Oh, so it worked. Except it was some drowning. Sucked on the kid.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
What? Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. One mean beast.
Mean? Light way for a hunter to put it. Clawed Lena so bad, poor thing's 1 foot in the grave. But does no good to wallow in misfortune. How can I be of service?
With a drop of vodka for me.
And you? Something to wet your tongue?
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, Lilac and Gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the lord for help. Now the alderman don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
Show me what you got behind the counter.
Okay. We'll get the Qwent cards. What have I got? What have they left me after New Game Plus? I've got some potions. Potion Restoration. Potion of Clearance. She's got 328 crowns. Sort by price. And sell some potatoes. And we'll sell some pork. Don't think she has anything else really important.
Thanks for everything. Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure. Better that than burning the harvest.
Drommel. Drommel, you...
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
I've drunk enough. My head's spinning.
Take the hooch. It's wizardry.
Once more, there are 4 factions.
4 what?
What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war? What's that about?
Folks say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Take my advice. Go back to your books while you can. War's no game. No faculty meetings to attend, no tenure to gain, end notes to compile. First soldier you see'll kill you.
Why would he do that? Me? A neutral civilian? A scholar?
Boots.
Come again?
He'll kill you for your boots. War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other. Drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Qwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
Okay. 21 of 22 unit cards. Total cards in deck 29. 8 of 10 special cards. Total unit card strength 82. So we can add all of those. We have pick an impenetrable fog card from your deck and play it instantly. Clear any weather effects. We're going to choose that guy. Start game. Okay. That's for close combat, siege, clear weather. But we probably don't need that guy. And we've got 2 of those, so let's just get rid of that one. Okay, so the goal is to use the least amount of cards. Let's put up a siege vehicle. That's good. Let's go with a melee. Okay, we're quite well ahead at the moment, so I'm just going to use low card. Okay, so he's going to frost those cards. And what we're going to do is we're going to activate clear the weather. He has this to undo, siege, and melee. So I think we'll do arranged. I think I'm going to stop there. Force him to use another card. Now I have a 2-card advantage. Although they are weathering effects. Puts up a siege. So I'm going to go melee. Turn is passed. We win. So we're going to stop. Let's see what he has. Should be a straightforward win from now on. And we win.
You've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Qwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Stepan in Oxenfurt. Okay. Last person to speak to. Gaunter O'Dimm.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
Into Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter O'Dimm, at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Okay. So we have some secondary quests, which is just to collect the Qwent cards. Main quest, ask the Nilfgaardians about Yennefer. Okay. My stash is over here from the previous game, so we can now store stuff we don't need, which is the default gear they give you when you start New Game Plus. Is there anything else I can put in there? Okay, so also got a book, a Miraculous Guide to Qwent book. This book shows me which cards I still need to collect to complete my collection. I don't think this was actually available in the original when I originally played the game. So Yennefer's letter, forgive me for not asking about your health or how you have been these last years. Time is very short. I have important news. We must meet and soon ride to Willoughby near Vizima. And don't spare the horses. While I do eagerly await our reunion, I won't be able to wait eagerly or otherwise very long. Your dear friend Yennefer. Okay, and then we have the book. So we still need 47 cards from Balin, 34 from Novigrad, the Skellige Isles, 28, Royal Palace of Vizima, 1, Kaer Morhen, 1, number of new cards, which still can be won from players of no particular renown or skill, 47. So they're just like generic cards, I think. Okay. Now, just to go over my build quickly. This is the build that I played during my first playthrough. Strong attacks. Everything is all strong attacks. We have so we have strength training. This is just purely a strong attack damage increase. We have crushing blows, which increases strong attack critical hit chance by 10%, and strong attack critical hit damage by 75%. We have rend. Deals additional damage in proportion to the stamina consumed and ignores enemy defense and increases critical hit chance by 50%. It's a good one. Reduces enemy damage resistance by 25%. Again, more damage. We also have resolve. So what this does is basically it means we never lose adrenaline points on taking damage. So that's a good thing. Also, when we enter combat, we instantly gain an adrenaline point. And adrenaline points are also generated by sword blows, which are increased by, or the chance is increased by 25%. So that's the combat tree. We don't have anything under signs, and we have alchemy. So it's a combat alchemy build. The first thing we have is heightened tolerance. This allows us to increase our potion overdose threshold. Poison blades is just purely to get to these other two talents. Protective coating, so that adds 25% protection against attacks from monster type the oil targets. So whenever we're in combat and we use specific oil for that enemy, we will take 25% less damage. We have fixative again, so the blade oils do not wear off. We don't need to keep on reapplying them if we're attacking the same type of enemy. We have acquired tolerance. This increases our maximum toxicity by 1 for every level 1, 2, or 3 alchemy formula we have. Now that we've started a fresh game and we're doing New Game Plus, we basically start from scratch 1. So my maximum level toxicity will be much lower than what the build requires, and that will affect how many decoctions we can consume or how many potions we can use. We have synergy. This increases the bonus mutagen placed in a mutagen slot by 50%. So as you can see, we have 3 red combat abilities here, and we also have a greater red mutagen, which would normally only increase our attack power by a certain amount, but because we have synergy, this increases it. So as you can see down here, we only get 15% attack power, but up on these trees, this part of the talent, we have 60% attack power. We also use Killing Spree, so whenever our toxicity is above 0, which it always is, each opponent killed increases critical hit chance by 50%. So at the moment, we have a quick look. Critical hit chance with our silver sword is, we have 5% for fast attacks and 15% for strong attacks. And with our steel sword, we have a 25% critical hit chance for fast attacks and a 35% strong attack. So what this means is that every time, it'll only take us really 2 kills to get 100% crit chance. So once we kill our first 2 enemies, now we're at 100%. In our special tree, we are using Euphoria, which is each point of toxicity increases damage dealt by swords and sign intensity by 70.75%. So up to a maximum of 97.5%. So basically, the idea is to be at maximum toxicity at all times. If we look at player stats, you'll see that we have 130 toxicity. When we consume decoctions, which are here, normally I use, main one I use is Water Hag. Actually no, it's Ekamara, which is where? Sort those. Should be up here. Grave Hag is another one I use. Actually, no, Water Hag. Elgul, Troll, Foglet, Werven, Ekamara. There we go. So this is the main one I use. So all the damage I do generates my vitality. So we're going to pop that. Now, not going to be able to have another 70 because we've only got 130 maximum. So for the time being, that's the only decoction we'll use. And if you have a look at, we can use some of these here, which also increases our toxicity amount. But I think that's all we're going to need at the moment. Gear-wise, I'm using the Toussaint Knight Steel Sword. The reason why I use this one is because it specifically fills all of the requirements for the build that I'm using. So increases damage through armor piercing, increases Qwent sign intensity. If you have a look at my gear, I'm using Qwent sign intensity gems to increase my shield that I have. Critical damage bonus after I kill 2 targets, I've got 100% crit. So that's basically going to double my damage. Then you have critical hit chance again on top of that. So therefore, I'm probably only need to kill 1. If I'm using my steel sword, I only really need to kill 1 person to get my crit to 100%. There's also a chance to cause burning. Burning is one of the more effective effects you can have because it affects a lot of different targets, beasts and humans, etc. I'm also using the Invigoration enchant. So when I'm at maximum vitality, any vitality regeneration turns into added damage. So if you look at the Ekamara, which is down here, damage dealt to foes regenerates vitality. So I'm regenerating vitality to the Ekamara decoction, and this is going to enable me to get more health back based on my damage, and then based on my health, I'm going to do more damage. So it works really well. Erendite sword is my silver sword. It is the best silver sword in the game, mainly because it has the effect down the bottom, which is killing a foe with a fully loaded sword will expend its charge to permanently increase the weapon's damage. Damage is increased by 36 to a maximum of 120, increasing along with your character level. Basically, what this means is that the sword, as you kill enemies, will just continually increasing its damage. It also, its main effect is each blow generates charges, which increases sword damage by 10%. Charges lost over time or when receiving damage. So fully charged swords always deals critical hit damage. So basically it'll just generate charges, and then when it gets maximum, it'll always crit. So therefore, any critical hit damage increase will amplify our damage output. The attack power versus necrophage is just the oil that we're using at the moment. So that's how it works. What else? We're using, in the general branch, we are using bear school techniques. So each piece of heavy armor increases our maximum vitality by 5% and strong attack damage by 5%. So we are wearing heavy armor. I have the Grandmaster Ursine armor. One of the best things on the chest, I have armor deflects all arrows, where arrows can be extremely annoying. It means you don't, early on when you don't have this, they can be quite annoying and they can stagger you. So you want to generally you want to kill them first before you kill the other guys. Another thing is the 3 set bonus, which is when a Qwent shield shatters, there is a chance a new shield will be cast at no stamina cost. This bonus increased by 5% for each piece of the set. So we have 4 pieces, so therefore we have 20% chance of a shield automatically cast. That's pretty much it for that. Everything else is pretty standard. Obviously, as I learn new potions, my toxicity will go up, and then I'll be able to wear more decoctions. The next decoction that I will probably use is Water Hag, which gotta find it. Water Hack. Damage dealt is increased when vitality is at its maximum. So the goal is we use the Qwent shield to absorb as much damage as possible. So therefore we're always at 100% health, and that increases our damage, and it's 50%. I think also another one we use is the Arrakis decoction. This reduces damage received based on armor inventory weight, so the less weight carried and lighter armor. This is really just there to amplify or to increase our damage reduction. Obviously we're wearing heavy armor and our weight could be quite high at some times, so therefore it doesn't have that much of an impact, but it's better than a lot of the other choices that we have. Eventually there is a point where we can actually wear a 4th decoction, and that'll probably be better based on, which will be chosen based on whichever particular type of decoction we want to use. So that's how my build works. It's very strong. I don't really, even though we're playing on deathmatch difficulty, I really don't see that I'm going to have any difficulties in the combat. Okay, it's asking us to ask the Nilfgaardians about Yennefer. We're going to talk to Vesemir first.
What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun.
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
See you later, Vesemir.
Okay. Put our Qwent shield on.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Oh.
Don't want your kind here.
Three against one. Why you're brave. I won't stay long and back off.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
Well, I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
Okay, man down.
trouble?
That was easy. Okay, so we've got a vendor over here. Oh, it's the guy that we saved on the path.
We meet again.
Thank you for saving me. People say all kinds of things about witches, but I've always known yours to be an honorable guild.
So you managed to salvage some goods?
Yes, but I await the repair of my wagon. As time passes, my losses grow. Do you need something? I'll let it go half free.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Okay, so he has no Qwent cards. I don't need anything for Roach. He has 160 crowns. Let's see. I'll sell him some food. We don't need. Price. Okay, good.
Take care.
Got a lump of bread today.
Grab some herbs. Oh, cow.
My gran told me about Smithsburg. Lad went missing one day, so folk nabbed a witchman that was hunting nearby. Started poking him.
Don't you look at me.
But he started twisting and squirming, so wham bam, they knocked his head off.
Oh, so it worked. Septic was some drowned.
Will you raise a glass with me?
It's Durban now.
Let's check out the notice board. Hey lads, there any among you can lend me a plough? Thing is, mine smacked up against the stone in my field so hard it bent halfways, and may a fiend take me if I know how to fix it or plough my field without it. Okay, not much there. Hark, fair folk on the north, if you're yearning for freedom, if you're prepared to take up arms to defend the motherland, head to the woods. We go stronger by the day and will soon show the Nilfgaardian vermin that the Temerian nation will not bear its yoke without a fight. If your heart bleeds blue and golden lilies, you'll soon die for your country than live as a slave to the foreigners. Let us swear by our fathers who fell to the beasts of Sodden, by the souls of the dead buried at Brenna, to arms. Nothing there. Hail Curzea. Aer Ugloi. Ad Fein Esna. Don't understand what you just read? No wonder. It's in Nilfgaardian. And soon half the world will be speaking this mysterious tongue. So you'd best start learning it now, and yours truly can help you with that. For a very modest fee. Ernst of Vicovero. By order of Captain Peter Say Gwynleave, let it here be known that enlistment in the Imperial Army is now open. Recruits will be provided with room, board and regular pay. Yet the greatest payment of all is the honour of serving Emir va Emres. Deathwen Aden Yakan Eep Mervud. Once enlisted, recruits will be trained under the tutelage of the Empire's greatest strategist. Recruits' families will be assured sufficient sustenance for the entire time of their service. In the case of their death on the field of glory, they will receive a lifelong pension. Bastian, my brother, went off to fight the Black Ones. I've reason to think he stood in the great battle nearby. He's not returned to this day. Like many others, you'll say, and you'll be in the right. But if he fell, and I know it's like he did, I'd give him up to the ground the least. Like our fathers have done always, I'd bury him neath the barrow where our parents lie, not leave his corpse to be ate by the corpses prowling the battleground. So I seek a man brave, able with a sword, and willing to venture out with me to find Bastion. I won't pay much, for I have not much to give, but I'm not stingy with gratitude and sure to show it a plenty. Any man willing to help, look for a raised hut along the road to White Orchard, just near the bridge. I've made camp there. June Wildenvert. Contract, Devil by the Well. Good folk. I know there's a war on, and every man's got trouble enough of his own, but perhaps there's one of you who could help a father in need. You'll surely know the well in the ruined village, and the devil that guards it with a jealous fury, and if you don't, well, come ask and I'll tell you about it. Whoever drives the monster away from the well will get a fat purse full of gold. Just don't tarry, for it's an urgent matter. Odolan. Okay.
What the fuck am I to do?
Oh.
What?
Let's check out what this guy's got to say.
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
Easy on the insults. I could add to your misfortune. Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service their garrison. Bang dents out of plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. But humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks, but found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
Okay.
Peasants do the dying.
Hey!
Boot prints. A man's. Large. Stinks of piss and vodka. Took off his boots and went in the water. Probably wanted to cover his trail. Took off his boots and went in the water. Probably wanted to cover his trail.
Think those plums are wreaking havoc on my gut. I can't decide. Should we
Something jumped out of the rushes. Drowners. But he managed to escape.
not give his dog this water?
Lost his boots in the rush.
Corpses rotting in it. Sure to be poison.
Sure, not so sure. Who knows? Will you go to the well in Hovel instead?
My gran told me about
Tracks lead back to the village.
Missing one day, so folk nabbed a witchman that was hunting nearby. Started poking him, asking.
Bleeding, but not badly. Surface wound.
Happened to your mug? So it worked. Except it was some drowner that had supped on the kid. Witcher had naught to do with it. What did the folk do? Ain't like they could have sewed his head back on. Word is, they laid his corpse.
Trail ends here, but I'll recognize him by his wounds.
Lovely.
Drowner claw marks. It's gotta be him. Nasty wound. Run into a drowner?
What the fuck do you care?
Whoa, our arsonist's a charmer too. Come on, Smith wants to talk to you.
I ain't not talk to a non-human. Sons of bitches all, and dwarves are the worst. Greedy little magpies, do anything for gold they will. They forge the blades the black ones put to our throats, am I not right? Listen, we can work this out man to man. I give you gold, you don't turn me in. My mum died a while back and I sold her tools. I've spent some, but what's left is yours.
Magpies and dwarves might be greedy, but I'm not. Can't buy me.
Then I'll beat your fucking mug to a pulp!
Calm down. Now follow me.
It's easy.
Viper-eyed Hellraiser.
Up and at 'em.
What's going on?
Here you go. One village pyromaniac in the flesh.
Nap? You? I knew your mum for years. Charged her nary a copper. This is how you repay me. I've had enough. Hey, soldier. A minute of your time, please.
No! Willis, I beg you, I was drunk. Didn't know what I was doing.
I've told you, Master Willis. We will help you rebuild once reinforcements come. The supplies have been ordered.
Not what this is about, mate. This here's the arsonist. A witcher found him.
The forge was important to the garrison. Destroying it was sabotage. No trial needed here. Just a tree.
Villagers will really love you now.
Well, no, I don't give a flying fuck about them. You know, I hated the black ones at first, like everybody else did. Now I'm thinking they might just bring order to this place. Teach these layabouts some manners. But enough about that. Your reward. And I managed to save some things from the fire. Anvil's still whole, so I'm sure I can bang something out on it. You need anything, let me know. Give you a good price.
Okay.
A return customer. Welcome. What can I do for you this time?
Show me what you got.
Okay, what does he have? No Qwent cards. He's got some diagrams. Suppose I can buy them. It's got 800. Okay, doesn't take any of that. Okay, so he's an amateur armorer. Some new diagrams. Okay.
Whoa there, Roach.
Let's head to... Let's do this one first.
Go, go.
Oh.
Take it easy.
Greetings, good man. Having trouble with your well? That's what I read.
Aye. 'Tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
'Cause earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Fell dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, Master, if you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
I feel for you, but this is my job, so let's talk about my pay.
Something not right with the coin.
Okay, so asking for 20. Go with max.
Ne'er in my life have I seen a sum approaching that.
Okay.
That settles it then.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
In Havel, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now. No one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off, please.
Okay, how far away is it?
Giddy up. Take it easy. Whoa!
Oh, hello.
The infamous well. A noon wraith. Wonder what it's doing here. Strange.
Bestiary. Necrophages, noon wraiths. Despite what is commonly thought, peasants do not interrupt their labours at midday to get out of the sun. They do so to avoid noon wraiths. On particularly searing summer days, when the sun reaches its zenith, wraiths will at times appear, resembling sun-scorched women dressed in long white robes. These are noon wraiths, the spirits of the young women and girls who died violent deaths right before their weddings. Driven mad with pain or anger, they wander the fields searching for their unfaithful lovers or backstabbing rivals. Though they will kill anyone who does not get out of their way in time, they are often held in this world by some object of intense emotional significance. That is why, if one ever finds a wedding ring or torn veil in the middle of a field, one should not pick it up, but instead back away as quickly as possible. So it is vulnerable against moon dust, spectre oil, and Yrden. So
attacking.
Yrden?
Something's tied the Noon Wraith to this place. An object. Something she needs before she'll leave this world.
Wow, okay. Salute all we can. Let's check in here. What's this? Yellowed diary.
Journal. Might be useful.
Yellowed diary. It's happened. Volker sent a petition of our grievances against the Lord to the court of Vizima. Listed all the harm he's done, how he killed Johann for not taking off his cap quick enough, how he trampled our fields when drunk with nary a thought of repayment, how he barged in during Peter's wedding and demanded his right of the first night. Now we've finally got what we begged and to tell for in our prayers for so long. The judge recognized our grievances and waived all of our bonds and duties to the Lord. We can finally strike out on our own. At last we can live as free men. Okay. The first day of our freedom. Hovel's not much of a village yet, but my mind, it's better than most fantastic palace. Volker fumed our home with hazelwood smoke to drive out evil, buried a marten under the gate to make sure that no thieves crossed our threshold, and then he gave me a bracelet, loveliest I've ever seen. Mother said it's foolish to spend so much on a bauble when we haven't ploughs or hoes, and that we ought to return it to the merchant. Over my dead body, I'll never take it off. I'll always be there to remind me of Volker, of how happy we were that day. They say the Lord is coming to see us, that he wants to make a deal, to beg us to return to the village. They say he's calmed once his son died. He's calmed once since his son died, that he's not as quick to anger about small slights. We'll see. One way or another, I've no intention to move 1 inch from here. Okay. And that was the brother missing and the contract.
That bracelet might be what ties the woman's spirit to this place.
What's this?
Stabbed with a knife, died on the spot. Animals fed on his body, picked his skeleton clean. More blood stains over there. But it's not his blood. Blood stains, barely visible. Someone was dragged this way. Someone who was still alive. Palm prints in blood. Small hands.
Small hands.
Someone dragged her out. She was wounded. Fought for her life. No body in sight, but might still find some tracks. Under the right conditions, bloodstains can remain visible for decades. Another print by the well.
Let's check out these houses first. Oh yeah, not bad.
Whoa, got too close.
Ooh. I want to see what's in the well, but okay. Oh, that's
How long are you gonna make me wait?
bullshit. Okay. Moon dust.
She fled, but she'll be back tomorrow. Something's keeping her here.
Okay, so she definitely needed the moon dust. My god.
Moonwraith won't stray too far from the well. Bloodstains, almost faded, but the line's taut. Something's not right. A corpse, hanged by the bucket rope. Woman the journal belonged to, must be. Wide pelvis, small jaw. A woman. Around 30, judging by the teeth. Left arm's missing. Need to cremate the remains. Gotta find the object that binds her to this place before I do, though. Was she wearing the bracelet from her husband? Might be why her arm fell off. Gotta jump down there. Hope I don't break my legs. Moonwraith won't stray too far from the well. Lucky not to come up empty-handed. A bracelet with an inscription. To Claire, from Volker. Bracelet must have belonged to the woman in the well. Lovely craftsmanship, but I'll have to burn it with the body to get rid of the Moonwraith for good. Better do it near the well. prepare for this fight. Brew some wraith oil, drink some potions.
Sounds like a bear to me.
What? Lost your nerve? Damn it.
Okay. So let's prepare. We might as well meditate. Let's meditate. Okay. Alchemy items have restored. Gamara. Oh, we've already got it. We still have it. Okay. Okay, well, we should have some swallows left. Good.
Noonwraith won't stray too far from the well.
Okay, let's go.
Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. Noonwraith did this. the bracelet. Igni.
Oh, lovely.
Hey, I think it worked.
Too easy.
She's gone. For good.
Trophy. Bonus experience from humans and non-humans. Very nice. Well, the bombs seem to do the trick.
Go, go.
Let's return to Odolan for the reward.
Damn deer, stick the bark off the trees again.
Bye-bye, Hellraiser.
Kings do the fighting, but peasants do the dying.
Job done. The well was haunted by the ghost of a woman who was killed there. I drove it away.
I just hope every unburied wretch don't start haunting us. Or that battlefield's gonna cause us a heap of trouble.
If they do, you know who to contact. Meanwhile, Claire, Volker, names ring a bell?
I don't know him. Though I did hear our herbalist Tamira mention a Claire once. Same one, maybe? Your reward, Master Witcher. The gold I'd hid away for Mandy's dowry. Without you, she'd never have lived to wed. Now, there's hope for it, at least.
How about that? Never expected to get a dowry.
Nor did I suppose I'd ever give one to a Witcher. Strange times these, wouldn't you say?
22 crowns.
And sad.
Okay, what else do we have? Find June Wildenvert and which is where? Oh. Okay, so I think I might leave that there for the time being. And it's already been almost 2 hours. And I'll see you on the next one.